Okay, let's test out Blade and see what she's all about. Alright, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna jump in with this. The situation. So the boss have an ability. Defense and magic resistance on all parts is reduced by 20% when any part is affected by vulnerability. Ooh, vulnerability. So we're gonna go in with Blade for the first one to apply vulnerability. You know what? If that's the case, I want to test this fairly because I want to compare Blade and Luvencia, right? But Blade can apply vulnerability, Luvencia cannot. So in that particular case, let me bring somebody to apply vulnerability, aka Rafina. Physical vulnerability. Okay. Dismantle weapon used for the tickets. Right now, what do you get if you dismantle? I don't think you get anything, right? Okay, put Diana at the back. Do it something like that. So we're gonna go with this. And then we go with that. We start off with... So this one is gonna give physical vulnerability. Alright. So the boss is... Apply augmentation, okay. Ooh, the boss will hit you in a straight line, is it? That's annoying. Alright. Give me back some SP. Soup. Okay. So now, the boss has incoming physical damage. That one will last for quite some time, right? It will last for 5 turns. Okay, let's see. How much can Blade do? So we are just going to... I guess we do this. We have enough to do that. Rafina can only do so much. So let's see then. This boss, again, perfectly made for Blade to be able to... You know what? Diana, ideally don't do anything here. How much damage can you do, right? For this particular one? Alright. That's pretty decent. This boss is huge. Alright. So this is if we use Blade right here. I'll compare with Luvencia after this. So the damage right now, Onsen Sword Fighter Blade is doing about 30 million. Which is, again, I would say that's pretty good. That's quite a lot of damage. I have her at +4 currently, right? That's just going to be what it is. So let's see. Can Luvencia do more, right? That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. If I were to zoop... Alright. So we try to compare with Luvencia. And we'll see how things are. So same process. I'm going to do everything the same. So we're going to start off with this particular one. For Luvencia. Luvencia, I think we have a third costume eventually. Luvencia is going to be too strong. She can't hit all 3 tiles, unlike Blade. Blade 2 costumes can hit 3 tiles, but Luvencia can't hit all 3 tiles. Unless you go and use... No, even Zenith cannot help her. Because this one you can see. Alright. Ooh. Alright, are you guys ready? So this is Luvencia's damage. Again, I turn this off. So this one is going to... Luvencia is like one of the highest DPS character in the game, right? Ooh, that's a little bit more, I think. 91%. Okay, let me see. In this case... 55 million. Damn. Okay, so that's... Is it comparable though? Because if we add 2 costumes side by side, right? Because right now one of it, same testing method. Let me just... I actually think it's about the same, right? Is it about the same? So I guess this one is 55 plus 18. This one is 30 plus 21, which is 51. Yeah, one costume of Luvencia already do more than both blade of this combined, right? Which is Oh, wait a second. Actually, I completely forgot about one thing. I have not yet potential liberated my blade. That could be why. Okay, let me see. I forgot to do that. They are both awakened. Let me just double check everything, right? They are both awakened. Blade. But I don't think I have potential liberated that costume yet. Blade is awakened, right? Yep. Blade is awakened. Is Luvencia awakened? Yep. I forgot about this. Alright, let's do that again. Potential copium. Can this push Blade higher? How much can this increase Blade's damage by, right? This one usually will increase about 5% or so, right? But let's see. Yeah, they are both awakened. Awakening already done. So this one gives me 50% more. As opposed to 500%, it's now 550%. This one gives me another 50% more. So I'm going to get 100% more. As opposed to 500, now it's 600. This one gives me 10% if there's debuff on the enemy. Again, that one is very, very conditional, right? Okay. So it is as conditional as it gets. Hardly plus 20 million damage. Yeah, usually it's about... If we're lucky, we get 5 million more. 5 to 10 million more. Go here. Go to 8. Okay, formation. Swap this back. Now keep in mind my blade is still plus 4, right? It is a plus 4. So plus 5 is going to do a little bit more as well. But then again, it's less to do with direct comparison, but it's more to do like if you have Luvencia, you can get away with not having blade, I guess. Unless you're trying to make 2 physical team, right? But you can also have 1 physical, 1 magic. So we start off with this particular one first. That's what we did for earlier. Celia can debuff. Celia can do a lot of things, yeah. She has a stats. Well, it depends on what do you mean by debuff, right? Because there's the vulnerability. Celia can't do that, but Celia can do stats reduction. If that's the one we're talking about. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this particular one. But yeah, the more debuffs, the more we can do this. Okay, let's see. It looks like it's about still less than... Okay, how much is this? 35 million. So previously was... let me bring it up again. Previously was 30 million. Okay, so now we increased by 35, right? We increased by 5 million. Which is not bad. But if you want to do direct comparison with Luvencia, right? Luvencia is still going to be more overall. So you can add 35 and 21 together to add these 2 costumes. Then this one is 55 and 18. But Blade do have 3 costumes, but Luvencia also has 2 costumes. But Luvencia don't really need a third one because she can already cycle between both of them efficiently, right? So I think this is pretty balanced, right? I actually like it. I feel like this is much more balanced compared to, let's say, Nebri and Tyr are like way stronger than Grey, right? Because like nobody uses Grey anymore. But at least Luvencia and Blade, they are more like, you know, it could be one or the other one, right? Which is very, very good. So if you got one already, you can get away with not having the other one. Unless, again, you're trying to make 2, right? So yeah, I would say like if you're a low spender, just focus on maybe getting +1 blade if you want to like be able to do decent level in the Fiend Hunter, right? If you don't have already, unless you already got Luvencia maxed out, then you should focus on getting the other characters, which is the Liberta. And also the Grenadier. The Grenadier as well, right? Okay, let's do one more testing with Celia. Let's see, this. So because we have way more chain now, right? Way more chain combined. Okay. And then we go with this as per usual. This particular one, I wonder if I save for 3 debuffs, will it be even more? This one increased damage dealt. Wow. So this one 150 million, right? 150 million. Okay, so Celia definitely as good as it gets. But let me do 2 setup, right? 2 round setup and see if that's going to be better. So basically I do this. Then I go with... No, I go this one first. It's a bit weird. But do I get enough cycle to do that? So I get smack. No, I didn't get smack that time around. If you want to do like maximize your damage, probably it's gonna be this particular one. Just to get everything in. This will be probably the rotation. And then you basically do this, and that. I bet it's gonna do a lot. I mean, this is how you want to rotate this boss, I think. Yep. Because you apply double the stuff, double the augmentation. But then again, can be a little bit of a requirement because the boss has to have debuffs. So once you are able to do that, because this particular boss you can see, right? Defense and magic resistance of all parts reduced by 20%. So there's already multiple debuffs that the boss has. So we are able to capitalize on that.